Welcome back to The Outsider's Perspective. I'm your host, Rock the Outsider, here with my co-host,
Emeka.
and we have a very special guest today.
Rashad.
Well, I'll go ahead and introduce him. This right here is Rashad Spit Propah Evans. Carson.
Carson, that's a Johnny.
We're
No
gonna-
relation. No relation.
Well, yes, he is here with
But I
us.
might be related to Billy. You never know.
Yeah.
Wow.
He
All
right.
right.
Here is one of the survivors
Yeah,
from the inside.
we were at two different camps together.
Yes, we were.
The crazy one.
The
and then-
crazy ones.
Well, both of them were crazy, really.
Yes.
Smith was a whole different. That was
Depressing.
That was depressing.
It'll be 90 degrees in the whole city, but over Smith, it's a dark cloud.
Yeah. Smith is like, it's like what the cloud that follows Eeyore. Think about that, just hovering over that whole compound.
That was the one that the warden just got arrested for bringing in contraband.
Oh, that was the warden? I heard about that. I didn't know which warden it was. I was actually doing research. I wanted to make a video about that. Ex-warden, obviously. He's an inmate now.
Yeah, he ain't there no more.
Yeah, I guess that's just the ones that got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You know how the stuff gets in there.
Yeah, so
A lot of heads get turned.
a lot of heads get turned. But, that's a topic for another day. Today we wanted to discuss the chain gang economy and its relation to like stuff in the real world. Like, I don't think what people don't understand, and I don't think it's because it's not. I don't even think it's a lack of understanding. It's just a lack of knowing. The way that a prison dorm operates is just like any other community.
A society.
Oh, of course,
It's a society.
yeah. Society.
Exactly.
Except the consequences come a little bit quicker.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it doesn't
In
go
different
around and
ways,
come
too,
around.
yeah.
It just
No, it
right
happens
back in your
immediately.
face.
Like
Yeah.
So
justice is served in
Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah, you won't be getting calls from collectors.
No.
The collector pulling up.
And I think
They're gonna pull up one day.
that's it. That day, stow day.
Yeah, it's all about stow day. That's like a weekly holiday.
Yeah, it's like payday every week. It's like
Payday.
once a week, everybody get paid.
Listen, I tell people that when you go to prison, it's like you die. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you are like really, really reliant on people to just be like, hey, instead of getting a pack of cigarettes, can you just send me $5? Like I just need something, because when you have nothing coming in the system, this system is designed for you to not have anything. Right. You don't get paid wages. You don't get paid anything. So you can't even generate money on your own to buy the stuff that you need.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then they don't pay you, and then they expect our family to, if you have family, to dish out all this expensive soups. They
Yeah.
charge you so much for some of the simplest things,
That they're paying.
and
they're probably
we're not
buying
paying for
those.
anything while we're in there because we don't.
We're
get
not
paid,
making any money.
You know.
Literally, we are reliant on people on the outside or
The kindness of someone.
some sort of illegal hustle on the inside.
And how does that what does that tell you when it comes to rehabilitation?
They're not trying to rehabilitate.
No, I'm just saying, we know that. Okay. But when it comes to rehabilitation, when you say I need to be rehabilitated or I need to be corrected, you say that the way I was thinking was incorrectly.
Right.
So I need to be put on the right path. Okay. But if I'm in this society where you're not even allowing me to take care of myself and I must rely on something illegal to get my way, to get by, to get the bare minimum of things.
Right.
What does that say about in society when I return back and there's no one giving me a job? Will I be more inclined to do something illegal now because that's all I had to do?
Right.
Sometimes that's all people know.
That's
It's something. But even if all right, so I took mine. I ain't do nothing illegal. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, statute of limitations. Now, I took mine, and can I say it? I can't say who, but I did college work.
Right.
I couldn't go back to school. So instead of me not being able to go back to school, because when I first got to prison, they told me, hey, you got you some college under your belt. You've been to high school. We ain't got nothing for you. Want to work in the kitchen?
Same with me. Yeah.
Same with me.
Exactly same with me.
That's how I ended up as education. Weren't you in education at one point?
Yeah, but they knew I was one of those Negroes that did
Oh
not
yeah,
play.
I remember that.
I got caught helping giving someone motions to get out of prison.
Yeah, I remember that. The law,
And that was a grievous offense. You would rather me trying to have tobacco, guns, knives, but when you see I'm helping someone get out, no. And they put him, and they specifically put in my file, do not let him work in the gate. You got people that rape people, you got people that murdered people, but because I'm smart, I'm just as dangerous as them.
Right.
So, I took my hustle since the good Lord was not able to allow me to finish my education. I got to finish my education, just not on paper.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So people would pay me every month. No, duh. They used to pay me every week to do their schoolwork.
Right.
And it was great for me because I can only sit around in the dorm and listen to who has more money. Lil Wayne, Drake, who ass is the fattest, Nicki Minaj. I could care less because there's a bunch of nothing going on.
Right.
What Kevin Gates say, everybody boxing, trying to release toxins. Like, we just trying to do something to just... So I dove into the books and I learned my major all over again, and I graduated my major all over again, but it doesn't count because it wasn't me. But I've taken that knowledge and I just carry it with me. Like I just recently got over the flu and pneumonia, and my doctor was like, take one pill 3 times a day. So I said, hey, why don't you just say take 3 pills? She said, well, I said, think about it. Because I took mass communications, and one of the branches of the umbrellas of mass communications is how doctors talk and speak to their patients. Where this one may have a 3rd grade education, and this one may have a high school education. When you say take 1 pill 3 times, they're like, how can I take 1 into 3? It's confusing. Right. So she said, no, you're right. We do need to figure out how we can gauge, because I gave you the instruction. That doesn't mean that you got it.
Right.
And a lot of people overdose and die, and just so that's a lot of things but I took something that was extremely negative and depressing and much needed. I took something out of that and made it into a positive for me.
Right.
And I was able to, and I tell anybody that the prison system is not the Georgia. Let me say that the Georgia prison system is not going to give you anything. And I don't have these chain gang stories. Well, in Oklahoma they do this, and down here, no. I did 13 years in the Georgia Department of Corrections. Right. And Georgia will not give you anything. It's up to you, your mind state. You decide to say, hey, when I get out, I'm going to do something like this. You decide to say, I'm going to do something like this. I had to be called because but we're here. And it's all about your mind state and who you are deep down inside as a person.
Right. And it's crazy that you say that, because I feel like that is a word, mind state. Like, we bring that up on this podcast so much. And like, it's something like it really shows that you get in or you get out of it what you put into it. Mm-hmm. So like, whatever your mind state is, to say that I'm going to get out, or even if you're not getting out, even like you're still in there, you're like, I'm going to better myself. Like, I told myself that I was going to better myself. As my time got closer, there were certain habits that I had that I was like, you know what? I need to stop doing that. Like, I'm about to go home. I need to stop doing that.
Because you decided to take that path. You know, everyone has a choice.
Right.
You know, you can sit in there and you can pout and be mad at everything and be the maddest person in the world. You know, become the maddest person in the world. You can become the most depressed person in the world. You know, or you can become an educated person by reading. Right. You know, I can decide to be the best whatever. We had phones in there. We had smart devices in there.
Right.
You got YouTube.
And access to the whole internet.
With YouTube, you can learn how to do anything. So you can literally sit back and learn what you want to learn. One of my old roommates, Eric, one of his nephews, he has a little little kid tablet, and there's like channels on YouTube he can go to. And this little kid learned 3 different languages, or he learned how to count to 20 in 3 different languages in like a day.
Right.
You know, that's a little kid doing that. You know, so I mean, us being in there with all this time, and we have these devices. You know, some people are porn addicts; they look at porn 24/7.
Yep.
You know, you got some people that scam 24/7. You got some people that are Facebook stalkers 24/7. But it's what you choose to do.
Right.
It's all up to you. Everyone has a choice.
Right. So, I don't even know how to try to segue into what I wanted us to talk about, but I'm just gonna do it because this episode we're gonna talk about the economy of prison. So one thing that it's like you were saying, people are paying you weekly to do the schoolwork for them. How do we explain like how we're getting paid? Because like we've already said, we're not making any money. So for us inside our currency system was whatever you had on hand.
Pretty much.
And credit, and it's the exact opposite. Credit goes a long way in prison, but it doesn't hold a lot because a lot of people out don't do credit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like out here, credit is everything.
Credit is king out here.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't do credit because anything can happen.
Yeah, you have catch out artists. And for those of you that don't know,
they might just up and move him because his security jumped up. Now you just lost 45 soups and 7 sodas and 17 honey buns, and you needed that to re-up to go and put back into your store.
Right.
One thing that people do not realize in prison is that it forces them to be businessmen.
It forces you.
Like you learn how to sit there and not only put this to the side. Okay, I'm gonna take this money, bring money, and when we say money, we're using interchangeably. It's going to get that. Money is zoom zooms, wham wham, soups, chips, pickles, but we say it's money because I can get whatever I want with something that's worth money.
Right.
Because
Now, it might be, it
we
might
don't
be,
have dollar bills. We have food.
it might be on for 2 soups is $2, but a soup is 45 cents. Right. So 90 cents is $2.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's no direct. Like, you can't just directly equate it to American dollars just because it doesn't work like that.
No.
Like, the soup is the most basic, that is the unit, pretty much, is
the
soup.
gold standard.
That's the gold standard.
That's the gold standard is a soup.
I got this honey bun's worth 3 soups.
Right. I got this
On
bag of
store
chips.
day, it's worth 2 soups. But the day before store day,
You can
it's
get
worth
one for
3
4.
soups or 4 due to its scarcity.
Right.
There's rules to this stuff.
It's just it's economics. Like, we were living in
Microeconomics.
Yeah, definitely.
No one has a honey bun in the dorm. I'm the only one with a honey bun in the dorm. 7 soups.
How about this?
and if somebody wants it bad enough, they gonna pay for it.
Or rob you. It can go
Yeah.
either way. It can go either way.
So back to the economics thing. Even stimulus checks. Whenever we have the warden packages, it's like, look,
Everybody's got one.
everybody's got food now, so everybody's got something to buy.
Now,
so
it's like Mansa Musa came through. The whole value of everything has dropped.
Yeah. because
So you're trying to trade off these mixed nuts. Oh, nah, them ain't 3 soups, bro. That's 1 soup, man.
Everybody got them on the package.
Everybody got
one.
So you gotta wait a few days to do that. Yeah.
Unless you get the health nuts that want to work out and cling on to life.
Yeah. But yeah, the economy is It's very similar to this.
Very similar out here.
Yeah.
And if we take what we learned inside of the dorm and went from micro to macro, we would have I think a lot of people that come out of that system would help them be able to bridge
The
both
inside
worlds.
with the outside, right?
Because if I'm able to make correlations, then it's not so scary.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not so scary.
Yeah, it's like you've been doing it.
It's
like I've been doing it.
You can do this.
It's the
You've
same
been
thing.
doing it. It's like, no, all I've been doing is selling drugs. And I was like, okay, yeah. Well, you can also.
You've been running
You've been
running a multi-$1,000 enterprise.
You've been dealing with people. You've been having
That's customer service skills.
Right.
Resupply your stock.
You've
get your
been
products.
stocking.
Yeah.
You've had you're an accountant. You know credit, debit. You had all
Networking.
of the things.
Look, you knew the re-up money over your money.
You knew not to touch the
accounting.
re-up money. That was
exactly.
not. That was the money that you could not touch.
Yeah, that's your investment money.
That's your investment money, and this is your seed money. And but if we can sit there and just take these correlations, and you're able to say that, hey, I've been doing this the whole time. I've been doing this the whole time. Now, like I said, everything's not so scary. Now everything's not so foreign. Right. But once again, your mind state.
Yeah, because I mean, you have a lot of people in dorms. Like, I can speak really all 3 of us that I can know from personal experience that we have always had some sort of hustle.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, There's been times you know you might be down bad, but you still got some kind of hustle. You're not gonna stay down bad.
7.5% of my time. Yes, I understand. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I got a badge sitting outside on the porch
Right.
now. Yeah.
Like you take that same mentality. Like if you have that go getter mentality, it shouldn't matter where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that mentality is gonna stay with you.
Yeah.
And as
you can't let your environment define you.
yes, bro. I used to hate when people would be like, "Oh, we can't do that. We in prison." What the
fuck you mean?
What's so
I guess you can't do
I'm
that.
still a person. You know what I'm saying? Like I still do what I want to do.
No, wait a minute now. There's certain things that you just don't do because you are in prison.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right.
No, we ain't
but
talking about
No,
I'm
I-
talking about general.
I'm just talking about general people being like, you know,
You can't look at cartoons.
yeah. Why you happy, bro? You in prison? What?
Wasn't we in the dorm together when we had to pull up about Dragon Ball Super? Was that us?
That was indubitably us.
Yes. Like these folks are talking about some. We're not watching no cartoons, man. I had just found out that Dragon Ball Super was a brand new. I didn't even know about this. I had just got educated that there's a whole new series
the
of Dragon
Tournament of
Ball.
Power? Yeah.
So
We went crazy over that in my
I
dorm
saw a
too.
commercial for this. I'm like,
But
ever
you
watched
know who
this
also
shit?
pushed the button? Raheem, the big blood dude who was like a big kid.
We used to kick it all the time. We used to talk about this type of shit.
Yeah, I
So
remember that.
you know, we walk out there and it's time to come on. And folks, come on, man. We watching something, man. We gonna have a problem here or what?
Yeah, we gonna have to have a problem.
Just like we did.
Y'all gonna fight over some cartoons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like we did about Rick and Morty.
Look, we're not even going. Look, I'm not even going through this. Yes.
Yeah.
I get your old ass up.
A short brief of powers cuts off a lot of explanation. Like, stop. Can we just look at Dragon Ball Super? Thank you.
Yeah, and then all the rest of us like.
And then as we sit
nerds
down,
of you know.
you got people coming out of the woodworks of
Yeah,
nerdy.
you
They're
know,
like,
people don't want to act like they want to act like they not
then
watching
we
it.
turn around,
Sitting
we
there
have
mad.
we have every single row filled up. Everybody got blankets on. Like, come on. So you wasn't even in the trenches with us.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Where was you at when they was talking about pulling knives on us?
Yeah.
You in the room.
You want to wait till it's all clear to come sit down.
Come look at Super. You don't even deserve to sit up here.
But that's how it goes. It's like they're afraid to be themselves, you know, because there's lots of people that wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z with us.
Yeah.
But they were too afraid to say it. You know, now we're watching it. Now they're right there behind us.
Yeah.
Remember?
What did I miss?
Remember Big?
Everything.
Big was infamous for that shit. Remember he did what?
He did the same thing with the Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's like, man,
bro.
Harry
You
Potter
don't
shit,
watch
fuck
the Harry
this
Potter
shit.
shit,
Man,
man.
you know, you watching that
Fourth
Harry Potter
movie,
marathon.
he's
Yeah,
this
bro.
shit really kind of fire. This shit low key kind of fire. Yeah.
Did Voldemort come back?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's another thing. Like, one of my favorite hip hop artists, 50 Cent. He said just a while back, he was like, you know, in the prison system, a lot of wet pillows. Because you know, at nighttime, you got dudes they play tough all day, and then when they go and lay down, they're crying.
Yeah.
You have to be yourself. Like, that should be the new campaign for 2024. Not what you think. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Work on you. And once you, and then the whole term, know thyself and to thyself be true. It really makes sense because if I know myself, I know I'm not about to do this to have this happen.
Right.
So when you know yourself, you know, one of my favorite people in the chain gang, Lil B. I say, Lil B, man, you got all the money, bro. Why don't you be a blood? I don't know why don't you be a... He said, I'm not built like that. My mama didn't raise me to stab and hurt people for no reason.
Right.
I just like to get money, shout. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
My mama didn't... I'm not built like that. I don't know that, man. I got to go stab him for no reason.
Yeah.
Cause bodily harm for no
Just 'cause
reason.
you told me to.
Just because somebody else told me. I can't... It don't sit right with me.
Yeah.
That is the most purest thing. Like, look, I and people like, you know what you signed up for. Yeah, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't sign up for it.
Out of fear, they did.
Right.
I don't want to be this. So.
Yeah. I gotta go in this dorm though. Yeah. So yeah.
I gotta have a phone.
Yeah.
I gotta live. I'm not gonna survive. I'm gonna live.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna align myself with somebody, and a lot of people fall victim to it. You and I were in the dorm. I just told this story in my interview about the dude who got killed coming out the shower.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the dude.
The blood dude, yeah.
He knew, but see, why put your? And I know you like Spit. You keep putting yourself in this situation. Every 3 months, I'm always fighting the same people.
Right.
Always fighting the same people, but you know.
And it was crazy because the I don't know exactly which person, actually committed the assault on him, but the people that got charged, like, they was gonna go home. Wasn't a couple of them about to go home?
Probably. 3 of them. Yeah. 3 of them out of the 5.
And just for what? Wasn't it about something that happened like at a previous camp or something like that? Like something, we don't even need to get into that. It's
just know that 5 lives were lost that night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very unfortunate because that could have been any of us.
Yeah. I've been in some situations where I thought it might have been me,
I told you about Bishop, which this right here is subject. This is a.
Oh yeah, we
subject.
definitely need to talk about that.
We don't even get started on this one because.
Well, let's just skim. I'll just say skim over it for a second because that's another realization to this economy. This like people lose their lives over a soup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honey buns. He went in my room and stole this, and that's a real reality.
Right.
Or this fool owed me.
He's owed me. He's owed me for 3 weeks
Yeah.
now, and every time I see him, he got a soup and he got a soda. He making a Bombay, and now I decided to ask for my money by knocking shit out of him with this lock and sock.
Right.
So that's like
and it's crazy because I write music, and in one of the songs that I wrote 60 soups will get you robbed, but 2 soups will get you killed. Mm-hmm. Like that's real. Like
yeah.
And then sometimes you just have people like in real economy, the scammers.
Mm-hmm.
But my mama, I just got off the phone with my mama, and she said she got the card, and she gonna send it soon. Just go ahead and give me the food, bro. I got you. Just like in society, you have the people that's trying to scam, and then you have people that try to rob and take it. Mm-hmm. But the one thing about this economy is, you stand up for yourself.
somebody gonna stand up with you.
Somebody gonna stand up with you. Somebody gonna stand up with you.
Yeah. If you stand up for yourself,
And I can say this: even if someone doesn't stand up with you, you're gonna be respected.
You're gonna be respected.
And
for
respect goes a long way.
And when they try to rob, leave bro alone.
Right. But then if you don't stand up for yourself, ain't
you
nobody standing up with
once.
you.
You run once. You'll run forever.
And it makes you a target. It's like,
And then
if I know I can take something from you without repercussion, I'm gonna take it every time.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
And then you back this person into a wall.
Until they get to the point where they got.
And then he knocks somebody else over the head and kills him. So now,
this is just
start the cycle all over again.
Over soups. And I don't think people comprehend. Like when we say soups, we're talking about a packet
Maruchan.
of instant ramen noodles.
We're not even talking about the cup soups.
No, like
We're talking about Maruchan.
top ramen.
Not even top ramen.
Yeah, I don't
That
even
top
think
ramen. We got top ramen sometimes.
I don't even think
You
I
get
got
top
this.
ramen
You
as
got
a special
Nissan.
occasion.
You got Nissan. Like, who knew? These people make cars and noodles.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead. We got to go into. We at the introduction.
Yeah,
to
we
this
still ain't
chilling.
even made it into.
So let's talk about credit for a minute. You know, exactly like the face card, how the 2-for-1s work, cashing out,
Or
let's touch on that.
Well, I mean, in the words of the esteemed notorious B.I.G., that goddamn credit, forget it. Like, it's best if you just. And the only way that you can do credit is if you have muscle.
yeah,
And that means that you're willing to go down to this person's room,
and knock them out.
stab
For
them up,
yourself.
pay me or pay medical. I'm not getting ready to sit here and keep on worried about, the money didn't hit.
Or you can have collectors.
Yeah, or you can have
it
collectors.
Could be somebody OG up there selling this stuff and
Yeah,
fronting this
but
stuff
you
to
have to
folks.
have that. But as a regular, if you're a civilian and you're talking about running credit, you're on the bottom of the totem pole to be paid.
Yeah.
Because you're not a threat. Well, you're a threat as a human, but you're not a threat as in, I owe the gangs this.
Right.
I owe this gang this. I
'Cause-
owe him this, and he's a part of this gang. And I owe that nigga something, but I'll pay him next week.
Yeah, he'll pay him next week.
I'll pay him next week. And not because he wasn't expecting for somebody to come get their stuff.
Right.
But that goddamn credit, forget it. You think one of these niggas paying you back? Shit, forget it.
And it's crazy because I tried my hardest to not give credit, but I always would expect it. But that's just because, I had an amazing face card. I had a certified hustle, every week, guaranteed. We was getting paid every week. So people knew, like,
oh, you good. You got a good job.
I'm good. I ain't going nowhere. I got a good hustle.
So that's what makes your credit rating in there
Excellent. Favorable.
You have a
You
hustle.
have guaranteed money.
Yeah, you
every
have,
week.
Yeah, you had something that you always do.
And it wasn't coming from the streets. It was something
It was
that was
something that
probably
you
in the
can
chain
see.
gang.
You can go look over there and be like, okay,
Laundry's
I can
going
see.
out.
And you actually had some. You had actual product.
Right.
So you
had
could
a service.
give them that, or you could
I had a
sell
product
it.
and a service.
Yeah, you could sell it and give them cash. So that's makes your credit score much higher than just someone who doesn't have either a detail or a hustle.
Right.
You know. So yeah, that makes sense. It's the same as out here. You got to have a good job, or not a good job. You got to have
Just a good credit
you got
score.
a background of a job of some kind of worth.
You gotta
know?
prove your income.
Yeah, so it's like if you're worth something, you make spots, you make knives, you run tattoos,
you cook liquor,
yeah.
you sell
you
drugs,
work in the kitchen, yeah.
you work in the kitchen. Like those are guaranteed.
Those are valuable things.
Yeah,
Administration,
guaranteed credit
teachers.
cards.
Now, sometimes when you have people, like I know when I sold certain things, and if I ever thought about fronting anything or giving anyone credit, I make sure that there's something to fall back on. Like if he works in the kitchen, okay, I'm gonna credit him this sack. But I know he brings back all this stuff for breakfast.
Hey,
so
bro, let me get
I'm
into
gonna
them sandwiches.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him this sack, and that's gonna be my breakfast for the whole week.
I used to do that too.
I'm not even gonna get the. I'm not
finna get up. I'm not finna get up and walk
Yeah.
to the chow hall.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's
And then so like on the opposite end of that would be, which we mentioned earlier, catch out artists.
yeah.
You know, which unfortunately in the Georgia Department of Corrections, 9 times out of 10, those were Caucasian men. And so it kind of ruined it for all of, like, I couldn't imagine. I know it was hard for the white guys in prison. Just because, like, certain ones, because they ruined it for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have these catch-out artists, and for those of you that don't know what a catch-out artist is, it's like someone comes into a dorm and they're new, you know, and say they have a $50 green dot, right? So they go spend this little $50 green dot, you know what I'm saying? So now okay, he gets money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, I got more money to sell my books. You can just credit me. And he'll go get $10 from this person, $10 from this person, $25
But
from
not
that
to
person.
also mention, he's also getting drugs too.
Yeah.
He's
getting drugs, he's getting money, he's getting drugs, he's getting food, just whatever he can get, you know? They don't care, whatever he can get, he gonna get it.
They're gonna give it to him.
And they gonna give it to him, you know? And he might not leave that first store day.
No, he might
stay a week.
order store when he was in the hole, so it just came.
Yeah.
So he good.
Yeah.
But he's working on the exit strategy.
Yeah. And come store day, the whole dorm looking for this. Where you go? Oh, he caught up.
When he went to education, he said somebody was gonna kill him.
Yeah, he had a call out this morning.
He had a call out this morning.
He never
He
called
went to
back.
breakfast and then he went to medical. We don't know what happened. Next thing you know, hey,
Pack his
y'all
stuff
need to
up.
pack this dude's stuff up.
Everybody's mad because
Everybody's mad.
Because remember, it's an economy.
Yeah.
Somebody was relying on him, and they had to pay him.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
that
a
person had to pay
domino
him.
effect
So now
every
it's a
time.
domino effect, and now word goes out. Hey man, y'all know a little so. When he goes to y'all next dorm, don't credit him nothing.
Yeah, let him know he owed me $50.
and fuck him up.
Yeah. So now is his credit score has now he has a how the United States went from 5 stars for his gold standard has been he has lost his gold standard.
Yeah.
Because he's no longer reliable. His word doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
See, now they have some that can build their credit back because they might have money. Remember Toby?
Oh, Toby Tucker. He was my roommate.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
He is actually, I'm not even gonna lie, he's a really good roommate.
Yeah.
It's crazy, I know.
Surprising.
yeah, but he would rebuild his face back up by his grandma giving him this money, and he'll go pay back all his debt.
Go pay back all his debts and then run it back up.
Yeah, have a little extra and give him extra and run it back up. Next, you know,
Get back in their
weeks
good
later,
graces.
Beat him up again, and
Or they beat him up again, or he's catching.
and he's begging grandma for money again.
I done seen some clean catch-outs. Like, catch-outs to where that nobody even see him leave. Like, the whole...
Like he walk up with his bag to the lady with the store and keep walking.
Yeah. Just walking down the wall.
Like, what you got going on? Oh no. Oh, come on, bruh. What's the matter? That damn crack done caught out. Right?
And then it'd be funny because everybody be like, well, how much he get you for? He got me for 12. Man, he got me for a little 25. And you got somebody, yeah, bro, he owe me 13. Bro, how he owe you? What do you do?
Bro, you borrowed from me. You owe me.
It's always that one person that comes out.
Yeah, man, you owe me 25 too, bro. Yeah, you don't even sell nothing.
You don't sell nothing. You don't have nothing.
Don't get on this bandwagon of depression, nigga.
You don't want this.
Like, you don't know what it feels like to take real losses. That shit hurts. I don't want to pretend to take losses. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. I have to even think about it and deal with that shit.
So what's the biggest loss you've taken in the chain gang?
What's the biggest loss?
Yeah.
My life.
No, I'm talking about like economic.
A portion of it.
Well, yeah.
But I'm talking about like
Value-wise,
yeah, financially, just like, you know.
Oh, I was broke when I went to prison, so I ain't really been nothing.
I was.
I ain't like I had like shit sitting aside.
My biggest loss came from never from like credit and shit, but getting knocked off.
Yeah, that's where my losses came from too.
Yeah, Martin's old punk ass got me one time.
He never left you alone.
No. Shit, man, Martin respected the fuck out of me. He be in everybody's room shaking their shit down. I'll walk outside my room and stand there, look at him, give me a little nod and keep on going. He came in my room one time. I was about to bring my friend Francophone, and I just put it in my sock.
Just put in the sock.
I put it in my shoe, and I had a whole fucking, I don't know how many pounds worth of tobacco in my box in front of me with an ounce of weed under it. And
he's still supposed to be in the hole now.
Yeah. You're supposed to still be in the hole.
He's still supposed to be in the hole.
Like 20 phones, and I was grabbing this one phone to go bring to Frank. It's just this motherfucker just so happened to be walking past my damn room. Somebody had spilled some liquor in the corner room, and they had just cleaned it up, and he went and shook their shit down. So he walks past my room and looks at me. He's like, "What you doing?" I put my shoe on and stood up. I was like, "Shit, about to leave my room. What?" He said, "Man, I'll back up." I said, "Man, what? What was you doing in your shoe? Let me see. Take your shoes off. You know I can't trust you, man." So he grabs my shoes. I give it to him. And I knew I had the phone in there, and I was kind of mad. And I was really, if he would have done anything more, I was ready to bomb on him. I'm like, "Look, man."
Hold on, did you hear that? If he was really to do anything, I was willing to increase my time. That's what he just said. Go ahead.
No. The person that we're at, Martin, he would fight. You know,
Martin will fight you back.
Yeah, and you can get
and then that'd be it.
Because that's why he did what he did. You know. But anyways, so I'm looking at him like, "All right, go ahead. You got me. You got my shit. Go ahead, Martin. Go ahead and take it, man." He said, "Oh, this okay then." I said, "Shit, now you got everything I fucking got." So I stood up and was, acting like I'm mad and shit. So he said, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right, man, yeah." So he turns around and walks off. I said, "Hey, man, shit. I mean, how much I need to buy it back from you?" And he looked at me and looked like he was mad. "Don't fucking play with me." And he kept on going.
Yeah, don't act like we don't know.
He never really fucked with me again. That was the only time he's ever came in my room and he got something.
But Martin ain't never.
I remember one time. It was a retarded little dude. He was from a different gang than which I was from, and he slid me his phone. "Go ahead, Spit. Boy, go ahead and ride out. I'm about to go to sleep." Early in the morning, we come back from breakfast. I'm like, "Yeah, I got the phone. Yeah. Shake down, everybody. Shake down." I said, "Jesus Christ. I'm about to be responsible for this phone now. Because it's in my presence.
Right.
And it's going to get caught in my room, so it's mine. And then I got to pay for it, even though he came down here and gave it to me because it was my phone time."
Yeah. You ain't got no spot.
I said, "Gee, let me cut it off." It was one of the phones you had to put the password in to cut it off.
Oh, man.
Couldn't cut it all the way down. You had to put a password. I said, "This nigga is paranoid. He's more paranoid than Bruce Wayne." Hey, listen. This nigga, as soon as you went from one app to one app, you had a password.
Oh, yeah, I know. Exactly.
One app to one app. You went to cut it off, it needed a password. I said, "Man,
Who do you think is trying to get into your
I'm
phone
trying to stuff
man?
it on the side of the wall. I'm trying to stuff it on the side of the wall against the metal bed." And I heard a voice from heaven come out. I never thought I'd hear this voice. Hell no. Ain't no damn shakedown. Hell no, ain't no damn shakedown. You know who this is. Ain't no damn shakedown.
Oh,
Hey, he run the lock. Open
Floyd?
Oh, no, it's Hill, man.
Hell.
Run the lock. You gonna come shoot? You gonna come over here and tell me how to do my job? Shit. Ivy, the other one had come to shake us down, but he stepped on. It was two warrants of security.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Ivy tried to put the muscle down and shake him down. Hell no. Run the locks. Tell me how to do my goddamn job. I was like, "Oh, thank God for the civil war that's going on." He came back to me and said, boy, I was sweating bullets. I said, boy, you here, get this shit, man. I don't want to no more. But
Yeah, I ain't never got knocked out.
I know this is a deviate.
Yeah.
And it's gonna sound weird. But you know when you go to prison, it's a whole new world.
Yeah, for sure.
So this question, many people might not understand. But what was the funnest night you ever had in prison?
Oh man. Oh. I hate to say that there were so many because like that sounds crazy, right? That sounds crazy, but I mean
Recidivism, people.
no, like I was there for 10 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like in 10 years, fuck, I'm gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be depressed and miserable and sad the whole time.
Some kind of way to have fun.
I did. Fucked up, depressed every single damn day.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hey, I found a way to be happy.
And then when I was at like before I got bumped up to level 5, when I was at Rogers was straight. Like,
so what was the funnest night you ever had?
oh man, staying up playing video games or playing I don't know, like what kind of fun?
Yeah, I mean that was
fun.
It's
to
fun.
me.
It is
don't
fun.
have-
All right. So follow my lead.
The video games out, man. I was like, damn.
Oh
This is
yeah,
prison?
that's why I'm still beating
Like,
the hell out of
this
my
shit's
brothers
crazy.
today in Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
11.
yeah,
Like, but you
yeah,
don't know who
that's
you
my
fucking
touch,
with.
you know?
But you still, there it is. Look, I'm over with Kung Lao. It's over with. Listen, so all right, so this is my funnest night in Chain Gang. I'm at Macon State. I'm working in the kitchen. I know I ain't had no money, so I had to put myself around food. I'll make the money later. Self-preservation. So I come in with my sandwiches, and this dorm I was in, H2, it was nothing but a dorm full of young brothers and one white boy, Kurt. And
Shout out to Kurt.
shout out to Kurt.
Kurt.
Kurt was my roommate. He used to keep a cat too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was GDs, Muslims, one blood, all these Crips, all these mob, but everybody got along with each other. Like to the point where if something happened outside the dorm,
They're like,
hey, hell no. Hey man, look, man, we sit here, we cook, we eat, and we sleep in here with each other, man. Y'all talk that shit out, or if y'all need to be split, go to the hole. We'll say we just so. So I come in the dorm, and I'm like still new in prison, so I'm still terrified. Oh. Yeah, yeah, that's it. But I got this, I go in the dorm, and they like my little man. I forgot his name. I know his real name. I'm just not gonna say his real name. But he's like, "Oh, Spit, boy, we gonna get you. We gonna get you." I'm like, "Look, man, I don't play. You understand me? I don't play these games." So what they were doing was they were taking the laundry bucket and filling it up with water.
Oh, and dumping it on people?
No,
Or dump
and
people in there?
it was like little tribes of these bastards. And what they would do is, I go in my room. I say, "Damn!" I lock my door, but I gotta get me some noodles. I got to eat. I just did all this working around this food. I don't want that food. I just want to be a nice creamy chicken noodles, a nice strawberry soda, and my life is complete for now. I said, "All right, I'm about to do it. I'm about to go get me." Open the door. I'm one of the biggest people in the dorm, but that don't mean shit.
Means nothing.
Not a hill of beans. So I walk, throw my hot water on, turn back around, see my partner Chop. All I see is his teeth. "Boy, they gonna get you, boy." I say, "Look, bro, I don't play." "Oh, you say you don't play?" So now he's now he's taking it on. I'm like, "Hey, man, chill, bro. I got my noodles in my hand, bro. I'm just trying to go eat, but I've been a long day at work, man. Just leave me alone." Meanwhile, what I don't hear is my little friend with the cart. Beep, beep, beep. As I'm getting straight to my door, he pushed my door shut with the cart.
Full of water.
Full of water.
Slowing the door closed.
So I'm looking. Now what they did was they went into the room. They go into the broom closet and they come back out with mops and the buffer pads. And they get like the Spartan, Mark. This wasn't out yet. So it was Spartans, march, move forward. So you be like, hey man, we got an inmate moving. Inmate. So now you like, listen man. So now I'm like, look, I don't play. So they run up on me. So Sensei was one of those guys who took martial arts since he was like 4 years old. And he trained every single day and didn't nobody want to mess with him for real. Like he knew it for real. So Sensei knew that I took judo. So Sensei said, let's see what all that judo talk is about now, boy. He stand back. So the spirit was willing, but the flesh was battered and torn. Just didn't have as much steam as I thought I had in me. I'm flipping them. I'm throwing them. I'm throwing people. I'm flipping them. I'm flipping them. But now,
Getting tired.
they like, get his legs. Get his legs. So now I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. Sympathy. I'm going to do sympathy. So when they grab my legs, I hit my head on the floor. Boom. They said, oh, shit. Get him before he wake up. Get him before he wake up. I said, come on, bro. He said, wait. So they lift, it's just like 6 of them. They lift me up. I'm in the air. They're like, wait. Dump him. Somebody reach over and take my glasses off my face. So now they done dumped me in the water. So I come back out the water. They like, you're a part of the team now. You've been, because now it gets bigger. Once you get dumped in, now you're playing. There is no I'm going to the room and laying down now. No. They said, bro, we need a lieutenant. You got some good size on it. So now they hand me my stick. I get my shield. The officer walk in. What the hell y'all got going on? But hey, listen here, nigga, you will get thrown in this water too. No, hell we won't. Inmate moving. So we start the circle. He's talking about, hell no, let me get up out of here. Like, we had so much fun that night. Like, we dunked old people, young people. And the hardest one was my nigga Doughface. Doughface was like, he's the only one who's taller than me. And Doughface is like, he's taller than me, he's longer than me. And we like, yo, we got a big one. So we get in formation, we go up the stairs, we go to climb. He's like, man, I'm not going in that water. We said, sir, we have an inmate, 1095, being hostile. So he pulls out a real knife. Oh, the inmate has a knife. So he's like, hey, man, look, man, I ain't playing. But he's trying to stop laughing. But he's like, man, I will wet one of y'all up, man, stop. So I'm like, I'm going for the knife. I grab his arm. I twist it. I say, come on. So we fight. Listen, man, we fought this man for a good hour and a half of trying to pull him. He holding on to the rail, pulling himself back. This nigga is incredibly strong. I'm talking about, listen, when we finally got him into the water, we were like, so he come out the water, we like, game over it. Now we got to clean up all the water on the floor. But my partner go, wait a minute. Where that bitch BG at? They go to the room. Hey, Pop 17. Click. Oh, this bitch trying to hide under the bed. He was hiding under the bed. He said he took a shower. Look, he took his shower. He said, boy, I see when they got spit. I said, oh shit. Ain't nobody say they go grab spit like that. He said, so I slid into the room, but I clicked the door up. He said, I crawled under the bed. And he said, I just heard y'all running by, water coming under the door. He said, I was straight. He said, my heart dropped when I heard the nigga say, hey, wait a minute. He said, I knew. Where that bitch BG at? God damn. Man. He said that door popped. He said that bitch that popped the door. That's a breach of security. He said he under the bed. He under the bed trying to hide. That was the funnest night in prison, though, man. Like we had the Crips, we had the Bloods, the mob, everybody was just. For a moment, we weren't in prison.
Right. I like stuff like that where the whole dorm can come together. I mean, I had a kind of like a similar experience when The Purge first came out.
That was sick.
No, when The Purge first came out, niggas was going around yelling "Purge" and fake killing each other. Like, I don't know why. They did that shit for like 3 weeks.
See how that sounds when you say it out loud?
It sounds crazy as fuck.
Yeah. The movie, I mean, the whole premise of the movie is but you guys were reenacting it.
Well, yeah, the motherfucker just running up on you, "Purge!"
Yeah, it was more of a warning, but okay. Yeah. What about you?
I'd have to say when Meadows taught me how to make liquor, like really taught me how to make liquor one night, and we were cooking off his batch,
The fumes got you high.
Well, not even that. Like, we were already getting high, and we were tasting the buck, before we even started cooking. So shit, we're like three bottles of buck in, so we're kind of drunk.
Stay sober.
So as we're pulling the liquor, we're tasting it, and I think they had a soccer game on, and I watch soccer. Meadows don't watch no sports and shit, but he was down there with me, just being drunk. So I learned how to make liquor one night and got drunk with one of my best friends, and that's like really my most memorable, fun time. Yeah, got super drunk. I think both of us passed out on the day room floor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen you pass out on the day room floor one too many times.
I've seen him go crazy. I've heard about him going crazy.
This nigga was Super Saiyan one night.
And people come, listen, because they know me and him used to rock so tight. They be like, hey, Spit, come on get Mecca, man. This nigga scaring the door.
Yeah, I really didn't even...
Juvie. Man, Mecca, damn, Mecca scaring the door. Man, come on, man, get him, bro. We know that's your body.
Oh, man.
That's funny because I really didn't even realize the shit.
Oh, yeah, you used to be scaring people, bro.
I really, really didn't realize the shit. Yeah. Who am I?
A half Nigerian saying motherfucker. That's
yeah.
Oh, man, we done totally veered off topic completely.
I told you we were going to do that. That's my fault.
Yes, we have
you can take that whole thing and put it for something else, but I just had to.
No, we going to use it.
Yeah, we can put it on him because he's been a good guest.
Yeah, it's been a great guest.
Pretty sure people are going to enjoy
this one, yeah. So, back to the topic of economics. Let's talk about the roles of, like, labor and jobs inside the prison. Because you have, like, jobs where you're working, for the prison, like you're in the kitchen, you're a counselor or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then you have people who have jobs in the dorm too. Mm-hmm. So like you have people that fix radios or people that
those would you would like. Those would be your people who were unemployed, but they were self-employed.
Yeah, those are self-employed.
Those are self-employed.
Yeah.
If I can fix radios, I knew how to fix electronics.
Mm-hmm.
I put phones back together, fans. I was self-employed because the government would not give me a job. Right. So I had to find my own job.
Same thing.
So remember what I said earlier. I either can rely on something illegal or I can find know thyself, know what I'm good at, and exploit it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. If I'm good at this, I'm going to... What the jokers never do nothing for free if you're good at it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, never do nothing for free if you're good at it.
And so the thing, I like the way that the rule book is set up. It's set up that everything is against the rules. Like,
of course.
you can't. I'm surprised you're even allowed to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, funny thing about that is, I always, I got in trouble as a kid for talking. No surprise there. But, my mother had to go to detention one day. And my mother had to go to the school, and she's like, wait, why is he in trouble? She was like, well, he was talking at lunch. She said, Jesus Christ, woman. We're sociable creatures. Yeah. We sit down and eat and talk. How can you better your communication skills if you're always told to be quiet?
Yeah, that's silent lunch. That was crazy. I remember those.
But now, remember this. No talking in the chow hall.
Yeah.
No talking in the chow hall.
No talking in the chow hall.
When you walk to the chow hall, where you had your hands?
Behind your back.
We know the prison pipeline. The public school, the prison pipeline is real. Yeah. Built by the same people. The same people feed them. The government. Mm-hmm. And it's all an institution.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you veer off track, we have an institution to put you back on track.
Yeah.
But it's like you're cranking out the same human beings because you're always told to stifle yourself. They said by the 3rd grade, they know how many prisons that they're going to be able to have to build in the next 20 years. And they saying right around 3rd grade is when a child is his worst. 3rd grade, I was hell. I was forging my mom's signature on the homework. I was a problem child in the 3rd grade. It was just 3rd grade. I was like, I don't even like living that much. Let me try my mama. It was all like it was the 3rd, and they said by the 3rd grade, that's when your true personality. And I showed at 3rd grade. I don't want to do it, I'm not. But if you think I'm gonna do it, I'm a sneak. I was showing signs of being sneaky. I was showing signs of lying. I forged my mom's signature. I looked at her and looked at that. I could draw. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Bring that around. I handed it to the teacher. The teacher looked. Heart stopped. She put the paper up. Oh, God. Yeah. Now, my stupid third grade ass didn't think that when my mom signed this, that was to say that she checked all my homework. I didn't do shit other homework. It was a blank packet with her signature on it. Come on, man. But you see the similarities.
Right.
Even the food, everything.
The trays,
everything. The trays, the food, the culture of domination. Your teachers weren't your teachers. Your teachers were those of authority, and you had to live like it. Now I see that you can get a timeout, special day off, all this stuff, and now we've understood that totalitarian way of thinking and teaching does not make happy people.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but that was one of the things I did want to just bring out there when you said that about just the economy itself. The economy, the everything about it is just so similar to these schools and how these institutions are ran.
You know what another institution that's ran it like so my job currently is like I drive dialysis patients.
Hospital.
Right? So like most of them we pick them up from their house, take them to like a little dialysis clinic, take them home. But there's some of them that are living in nursing homes. Bro, nursing homes are jail, bro.
Yeah.
That's
why they try to escape.
Crazy to me. Like there's locks on the front. Like you got to be buzzed in and out of the nursing home.
They say it's to protect those that are dementia and all that.
Jail. Like they got a man in there buffing the floors. They got the day room where they're sitting there watching TV.
Yeah.
You got your little cell. Only thing is their rooms are a little bit more comfortable than ours.
Probably a lot more comfortable.
Nah, a little bit more. just a little bit.
They have carpet.
No.
Well, shit.
That's what I'm saying. They had somebody buffing the floor.
Damn, that's rough.
They don't have.
At least we had blanket. At least we had blanket carpet.
Blanket carpet. They had the same hot box that you put the trays in. Same hot box coming down the hallway. Like all of it is like exactly.
Same
it was
company made them. That's why it's $1 billion industry. I mean, it's heavy duty stuff to feed multiple people like cattle.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's crazy.
All right, so we were saying you were just that. You just said something about...
So we were just talking about the role of like laborers and jobs within prisons.
Okay. So that's what we were saying. You said the I'm trying to remember where I was at, and I'm gonna let you finish. The people who fix radios, they were unemployed.
Right.
All right. That's it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So just like, I mean, that's pretty much what it was.
That's pretty much
those are people of value.
Yeah.
Like, those are people who are of the most value in there because if they get a job, working in the kitchen or something, and they like it, the dorm's not gonna like it because they want him in the dorm.
Yeah, they would much rather you be in here fixing radios.
So this person has value over someone who just the money man. He has money. It's like, okay, you got money. So what can you do? You can pay me to do all this shit, but your value to me is just that little money.
I can get anywhere.
I can get that. Yeah, I can get that myself. So a lot of people think they come, Matt, nigga, I got that money. I got this. I got that. So okay, that's.
Bro, I got $30,000 on Cash App.
And
you're sitting in here in prison with me.
Yeah, and then that's all you got. So if you're sitting here and you just collect money somehow, I'm not gonna trust your your credit or your value to me. It's only gonna be so much.
Right.
Because you can't do anything. So when your money stops, or if all you're worth is this little stimulus check you got, or this little check you got from your folks, if this is all you're worth, then your value's like
you're expendable.
Yeah, you're definitely expendable.
And I think when it comes to one thing, I will say, advice for anybody, like if you ever do find yourself in prison, make yourself useful. Mm-hmm. Because a useless person
is a scapegoat.
Yeah, they're gonna get they're gonna get rid of you. Like say say OG trying to come out the hole, and it's the only he trying to come over here. Hey, we need to get the door. We need the bed.
Yeah.
The one person that don't know how to do it, hey, bro, you got to go.
Yeah, you don't do shit around here. You don't run tattoos. You
don't run tattoos. You don't cook food. You don't do nothing. You don't go to the store. Like you've
already lost points.
Yeah.
I know I had one situation. I had went into one of the worst dorms on compound, and I I had an altercation with one of the dudes. Dude was like 6'8".
Goddamn, 6'8".
Yeah. And he calls me, my
like
partner from the same side of Atlanta I'm from, he called me in the room. So I'm like, all right, straight. While I'm talking to him, he swirled me. So I get out the room. So he like, bruh, my man's like, hold on. I didn't know that was going to happen. But where are you going? I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all got going on, man. He was like, ain't shit going on. Go in there and beat his ass, bro. You from the same spot I'm from. I'm not about to touch you. Ain't nobody about to touch you. So I said, so it's a one-on-one? Now, the idiot, he didn't know that. He thought they were about to jump me. He thought he was just going to ride because. So he looking like, wait, what? So I said, well, give me some shoes. I'm about to beat this bitch ass. And I go in the room. He hit me one time. And I worked him. He told me, stop holding my hands, bro. Stop blocking my hands. And I hit him. Beat him. Boom, 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 boom. He's dead now. Ha, rest in piss. So.
You didn't do it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't do anything, buddy. But they caught him. His own caught him going to the shower. Yep.
That's crazy.
It's funny. Anyhow. Oh yeah, no remorse. Sorry, not sorry. Gives no shits. You do something to me, I care less what happens to you.
Fact.
Turn the other cheek, my ass. I'm not Martin Luther King. Anyhow, so they open the door. He's swollen up or whatever. So his homies is like, that's what you get. You done went over there, mess with that man. He done beat your ass. So he's like, no, I'm about to put this. I'm about to stab this nigga. So dude, old school's like, wait a minute, hold on. He do law work. If anything, your big stupid ass need to get up out of here. We need a nigga that do law work in here. You tripping.
Right.
So the other homies was like, wait, he do law work? Hey, man, I got life in 10, bro. Hey, hold on. Hey, bro, you tripping, bro, backstage. Hey, listen here, bro. Like, because it was like, wait, law work? Like, Beacon. Wait, hold on. Wait. We going to put all this other shit aside. Hey, matter of fact, we'll kill him now. We've been waiting for him. Yeah. I said, man, y'all don't even have no chairs in here, man. I can't sit in here. Y'all don't have no chairs, no TV, no nothing. But, like, they were like, listen, man, we will send him out. He will go. Because we need somebody. And it was a dorm full of 19-year-olds with more time they have left in prison than they've been alive.
Right.
So it was like a lot of them are down there and they're just wild because I'm going to just do something to keep my mind off of. Like, I got to keep my mind off of. I'm going to wake up and be in the same place. Yeah. A hamster wheel.
Yeah, there's nothing to look forward to.
Nothing to look forward to. Oh, no, yes, there is. Store day.
Yeah.
Packages. And what female on the floor? You know that. Come on, stop playing.
Yeah, B11. Snipers on the roof.
Yeah.
Snipe on the floor.
Gun line. Yeah, the gun line.
But, there's a lot of things that are we keep on getting off track. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, but to the economic thing, where we leave off at? Just face cards and what makes you valuable.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a list here. So we can talk about contraband in the black market. So like the underground economy in prison, which is
I believe the fifth.
I mean,
that's where all the money's made.
That's where the money's made. That's how people eat.
Isn't that for real? The truth in the real world also?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Like,
except the quantities are smaller, but the money is higher.
The quantities are smaller, but I've seen more drugs inside prison than I have outside.
Because there are no walls out there. Like, there's drugs all around you, but there's no walls.
Everywhere.
No, but see, the real matter is what you have in. Once again, all I can speak for is the Georgia Department of Corrections. What you're starting to have is people leaving prison with drug addictions.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Addicted to methamphetamines, addicted to heroin, addicted to K2 and all these things that they use to cope to get by. Sorry. All the things that they use to cope to get by. They're now afraid and they're in the real world. So our only coping mechanism I know is this.
Yeah. Right. And the real world might even be worse than in there for some people.
Or the real world.
Like prison is dangerous. Like you're in, constant fear sometimes. Like you don't know, you never know when you're safe. But that shit is easy.
All you gotta do is dodge the knife.
That shit is easy, bro. They tell you when to eat. They tell you when to go to sleep. They tell you what time to do this. Like that shit is easy.
Yeah, it really is.
Like out here having to decide what to do every day. Like, damn, do I really want to go to work or should I just like?
You got no choice, you know.
Yeah, you know, like
even filing for insurance and
like
doing
all this stuff. You got to
and-
make so many choices.
Yeah, there's lots.
Like prison was so easy just because they made all the choices. Maybe that's why the recidivism rate is so high because some people don't want to think
They
for
want to be
themselves.
a part of the institution. They're institutionalized.
They just want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Bro, like I've met people that are so institutionalized. Like this one time, we're standing out by the door, getting ready to go to first block, right? And this old dude been locked up probably 30-something years. We're sitting here, you know, just small talk, having just a regular conversation, and just in the middle of the conversation, go, oh, my shoes ain't lined up right, and runs back to his room.
Oh yeah, he's fucked up.
That's gone. Like you're gone, bro. Like that's institutionalized.
That's super institutionalized.
And when you get out, that's also obsessive compulsive disorder too.
Yeah.
A lot of people leave with OCD.
Like
yeah, we just call it being junted out.
yeah,
It's like everybody you're making pockets and shit. You jun it out.
Had one the other day.
yeah. Man, listen. Everybody leaves prison with a mental disorder. I don't care what.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's how they got. That's how. See, at first they used to just have mental health 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they used to separate the mental health from the people that weren't mental health.
Right.
But being that they had low staff, they didn't have any more space. They were shutting down prisons. What they did was they put all the mental health
everyone together.
They put everybody together. So I said, "Excuse me, how can I, who's not mental health, be around somebody that is mental health? So just in case that piece of shit snaps, and I have to defend myself and kill him, I can now get." He said, "No, cause you mental health too."
Yeah.
I said, "Your mama mental health? How you just gonna come here?" He said, "No, you've been in prison. Everybody is classified as MH1, mental health 1, and that's how they're able to get around without segregating, and they can put everybody together. So if I'm mental health, I need to check. I need to check right now. Post-traumatic stress syndrome. I've seen people die.
I heard Bishop die.
Man, I've seen like people don't realize how much blood comes out of a human body. Like,
Is that on? That's not even nowhere near. We got to go there because that's a part. That's a
part of that's what it's like. It's
staple
the
of
truth.
That is a staple. That is a staple of. When you say economy, you think money, but we can just say prison society.
Society, more like it. Yeah, now we're on society.
Now it's society. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Society says that when you are this, these things must happen to you. Society says that if you've been accused of this, this must happen to you. And a lot of the stuff can be avoided.
Yeah.
But they're just point blank, there isn't enough people down there to actually help these brothers and sisters.
Yeah, because I mean,
to prevent these things from happening to these brothers and sisters. I mean, if something's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to you.
Right.
But the lackadaisical, careless, one officer watches 400 dudes in one building. I remember when COVID, especially when COVID hit.
Oh, COVID, man.
When COVID hit, she walked in.
Officer.
She walked in and said, "Listen,
they got me working all 4
They
buildings.
got me working up front. Is anybody alive? Is anybody dead in here? Speak up. Is anybody tied up? Okay, I'm the only one working this side of the prison. So there's 4 dorms she has to herself. She goes, I know y'all got phones. If something goes wrong, call up front. If somebody somebody dying, call the ambulance. We gonna leave the front door unlocked for you." So wait a minute. Not how many breaches this just was.
Yeah.
We know y'all got phones, so if something go on, just call us.
And we gonna leave the front door.
And we gonna leave the front door. Jeez.
Like COVID in prison. We need to do a whole episode on that because that was insane. Like, I don't know what it was like out. Like, obviously, we don't know what it was like out here.
Yeah, people say it was crazy.
People say it was crazy.
Time actually got easier for me
Yeah.
because the
Time
whole
did.
world was on lockdown.
Time did get easier.
Because you know how when you do something in the dorm, and then you go in the box, you like, I'm in the box, and then you hear like 2 days later, like, yeah, man, so locked down. You like, yes, they locked down like me. They in the room like me.
Yeah.
So when the whole world was in the hole.
Everything paused.
When the whole world was in the hole. And then they talking about people going crazy after 7 days. I said, look at you sons of bitches. I said, look at you. You did 7 days in the house and almost killed your son.
In your house.
But you want me to do 13 years in this concrete coffin and come out a natural, normal human being. Do you know that isolation for that amount of time is still affecting kids to this day?
Yeah.
So what the hell is it doing to people like us?
Yeah. This.
I remember one time you was arguing with one of the counselors because the counselors there, they wasn't shit. You know, trying to get them to do anything was crazy. And you made a point that made her stop and be like,
let me tell you a secret. I'm always right.
Yeah.
And I always have a point.
But you said, y'all be wanting to go home after 12 hours. How you think I feel after 12 years? And she just stopped and looked at you and was like, what can I say?
She could have did something for
Yeah,
me.
she could just slid the paperwork.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I went completely left field, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, you know, it's been a long time coming, but you know, I mean, but that's the reality of it. Because if you're like, I'm ready to get home, I'm ready to go, my feet killing me.
Bitch, you know how long I've been here?
Yeah, lucky you. You can.
Like, bitch, I don't even get it.
home.
Listen, man, my roommate, Ronnie Lee Griswold. Mr. Ronnie.
Oh man,
Mr. Ronnie.
Yeah, he working in the gym now.
137 years old. Yeah. He will not die. He said, damn it, I want to die, Spit. I say, why, man? He said, I'm tired of this shit. I stopped taking my diabetes medication. My diabetes get better. I start eating all the damn salt I want. My blood pressure go down. I'm trying to die, Spit. I've been in this shit since I was 17 years old. Mr. Ronnie in his 60s. I've been in here since I was 17.
That's a long time.
Well, when you kill the amount of people that he has killed, I mean, there's no other place for you. There's no place like home. But he actually had me in tears.
Right.
Because he was sitting there. I want to go to Reedsville, go to Building L, get my coffee. They got a microwave in the dorm. I can lay back and die. I said, Mr. Rodney, you want to go home? He said, oh, hell. Reedsville is my home. I was there when I was 17 to 33 years old. I grew up there. I don't know home. This is my home. It's about that time I realized who I was in the room with my little feeble 2 years left.
Right.
And you have 3 life sentences. Why are we in the same room?
Yeah.
Why are we in the same prison? Why am I here?
Right.
But he eventually said he had to get out of that room because he was like, you're going home. And it started to bother him. So he went and moved with another person who had life. He said, oh, no, Spit, I still love you. And I was his first black roommate. Mm-hmm. Since 1973, I was his first black roommate. Yeah. And he was like, I just had to leave because your energy is now different and it's conflicting with mine. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I curled up and I just cried. Because at that point, I had been locked up for 12 years. And all the faces of when I first came in, everybody was baby-faced and, you know, doing their little thing or whatever. They didn't think they were really going to do life. Yeah. And then I left and we came back and we met back up. And now you see their hairline is a little bit thinner. And their hair gray. And they got gray. Meanwhile, you still like you in your 20s, but you like, that life sentence is eating him.
Yeah, yeah.
And I could do nothing but just cry because it was like, yo, when Georgia means life, they mean it. Yeah. And there is no recourse to it. Like, that place is like a real eye opener. You know, I used to say I got 13 years. Oh, hell, boy, you caught sweet.
Yeah, like what the fuck
you mean I caught
13
sweet?
years,
My first day in prison.
Lifetime.
My first day in prison, my counselor sits me down. He's like, "Oh, okay, well, 13 years. That's no time." I said, "What the hell you do it then?"
My attorney said the same thing.
Look, this is what my counselor says in prison. I said, "Well, hell, since it ain't no time, you do it." He goes, no, I got a different path. But you see that little Mexican boy that just left out here? The little baby face one? I said, yeah, he's 19 years old. Got 6 life sentences. I said, yeah, 13 ain't no time at all. Now is it? Like 13, no time at all. Sorry, I stand corrected. Yeah. Because when you look at a prison system like this and they're willing to throw so much at you, it's like what can you do? But do you know how much strength it takes to just get up every day? I know me. Cars, get out the bed. Suck my foot, man. Y'all gonna have to kill me today. Like I don't even care no more. Like. All right, I'm gonna close because I've been doing. This has actually been a lot of stuff, and I just never had the. I had it. I'm just lazy as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm lazy as hell. So thank you very much for bringing this because it's been a lot of stuff that's just been
built up in your
head. And it's like. You know, there's this one joke where there's this guy, he's in Fulton County, and the judge looks at him and he goes, Mr. Willis, for the offense of murder, we give you 20 years to do in the state penitentiary. Now, before he can finish, the dude goes, oh, shucks, judge, 20 years? I can do that on my head. The judge say, well, let me give you another 20 to get you back on your feet. Like, that's Georgia.
Yeah, that's Georgia for you.
Yeah, I can't do all this time. Well, don't worry about it. Do what you can. That's Georgia.
Yeah.
That's their whole mentality. You're going to do this time.
You're going to do it.
And now, what I've seen that's my problem is this. Why the fuck everybody can get guns but me? I'm talking about they walk around with not no little pew pew.
Bro, I seen dude.
Man, dude has the, and he walk into the convenience store. Yeah. I'm like, what in the fuck? I almost got shot on Cheshire Bridge Road in Atlanta, Georgia. Me and my friend, we were driving. She said she's trans, so it means she's a girl. Yeah, she's really a girl, but she, cut the hair and stuff. So confusing. I did English, but pronouns has never been my name. But I'm learning. We're driving. We're coming around Cheshire Bridge, and this part of Cheshire Bridge, if you make a left, you're actually going onto the wrong ramp. You have to go out and around and then go onto the ramp. Right. But this guy's trying to beat the car. He's trying to beat the light. So as he's beating the light, he speeds up and turns left. Meanwhile, we have the straightaway. We're right. We slam on our brakes. He beats his horn. My friend hits their horn. So he goes, what the fuck did you beep the horn for? He gets out the car. The fuck you beep the horn for? He reaches into his passenger seat and pulls out a big ass gun. I'm just sitting there. He walks over to the passenger side. He points the gun. Stuck. They can't do anything. He comes to my side. My window's open. I'm like, yo, my man, you was about to crash anyway. He pulls the gun up and pulls the trigger, and the clip falls out. Damn. He grabs the clip, hops in the car, and hauls ass. We're in the middle of traffic. Where are your police then?
Right.
Here goes the funny thing. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, they had their gun in the car. And I reached over and, I'm still getting life, felony murder, plus possession of a firearm by convicted felon. Or is it because I'm a felon I deserve to die?
Yeah,
because you can't defend me. You can't protect me, and I can't defend myself.
Right.
This man pulled out a real gun and pulled the trigger. It looked like it was imported. Thank God. Because that was it. I'm looking down the barrel of a gun, and I was not even afraid. I said, damn, I won't even get a chance to see my twins. This is not, nigga, I would have hopped out. That's nigga. This is not no Jet Li, Bruce Lee. This is not no John Wick. No, there's none of that. You're in the crosshairs of a gun.
Right.
Of a person who was in the wrong, who you possibly saved his life because he was going down the wrong way exit. But because I'm a convicted felon, my life has to be ended right then and there.
Yeah, you have that risk. Yeah, we have to be at risk. Yeah.
Well,
I don't feel like it's right.
It's not right, and there has to be some kind of middle ground.
Right.
Because you're gonna tell me that if I have a gun, if I get a hold of a gun, I have to have a legal justification to have the gun.
Right.
But if I have a gun on my persons, I'm not supposed to be I'm not supposed to be in possession of it, so I'm wrong.
Right. Well, it's been great talking with you, but it's getting to be that time. We got to wrap this up. But I definitely want to have you back on the show.
You know, I live at my ninja.
Yeah. All right. So we can do this more often.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the
no problem.
This is our special
Yeah, dude,
guest
we
right
need
here,
this because
Spit
like
Propah.
we don't have like a
outlet.
network. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows what we went through, but like each other. Like there's nobody else that knows the transition from doing that much double digits years in prison and
4,474 days.
Oh, you was bored one day, wasn't you?
No, that's what I named my business. 47 Enterprises.
Okay. But anyway, we appreciate you. Always welcome here.
Thank you.
You got anything you want to spit on the mic before
I
we
do
get
not.
off?
I have given up
Yeah, I had to
on
try.
music. I have given up on music.
Had to try.
I am not finessed 2 times. It did not work out for me. I don't have that steam. That 13 took it out of me.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So I mean, but I still love music. Eminem is still the greatest rapper alive. Marshall.
All right.
Y'all just stay dangerous. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Outsider. Rock
the Outsider.
Thank you, my man Emeka. Thank you very much. You can find me
That's it.
on IG, the real Spit Propah, THA_REEL Spit PROPAH, or just type in Brad Cage. Or you can follow me on my YouTube page, Spit Propah 88.
And I'm gonna make sure to link all that in the description. So thank you guys.
Check it out.
You're